Welcome back to Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. And today we're going to have a couple of night school sessions. These are the viewing of some short clips and sort of talking back and forth about what's going on. We will be using search. Actually, I guess let me make sure my search is on the proper screen. Ooh. Switch you all back out. Let's make sure we got the right search one up, since it should be empty. All right. A little bit of background work there. All right, let's go. All right, we have our video here. Let's give it a watch. It's short, 1 minute long on this first one. If you've seen this one, then you've already maybe thought about some of what's going on here. Let's listen and then let's discuss.
This officer crashed his car while drunk. The next morning, he said his car was stolen so he wouldn't get in trouble.
Somebody's got to be injured out of this. There's blood on the side of that door. Somebody's got to be f***ed up from this because there's blood on this side. Blood on the outside. It's got frost all over it, so it must have happened last night. Joel's car was stolen, and it's laying down off the 60 bridge, so yeah, it's totaled. So I don't know what's going on here. A lot of shit ain't adding up, so this stays between you and I. He didn't get home till 1:07. No car. Yeah, so I don't know if he crashed this fucker after he dropped you off. Did you wipe blood off the driver's side door?
Just now?
Yeah.
I went over there and I checked the door.
Because there's blood on the driver's side door. Okay. Do not be on this.
Oh my God, Paul.
Just calm down.
Dude.
I'm only saying this because she ain't adding up. Ashley called me. She said you got home about 1:07.
It was not 1:07.
Okay, so as you see, short video, right to the point. What do you all think about that? We have an officer who apparently wrecked his car and left the scene. Now, I don't know where this is from. This is a short. I'll have credit in the description below so you can find it and watch the same video again. But we heard that this officer wrecked his car and was trying to hide it. Let's go back through it again, and then we'll pull up some of the law at the same time.
This officer crashed his car while drunk. The next morning, he said his car was stolen so he wouldn't get in trouble.
Okay, so he said his car was stolen so he wouldn't get in trouble. Let's start there. Filing a false police report. All right, we see this is somewhere where it gets pretty cold and snowy. So we'll just take a wild guess and we'll say somewhere that's probably not going to be right, but it helps us to understand this situation. We'll say Massachusetts. All right, so if this is in Massachusetts, all right, filing a false police report in Massachusetts. And none of my buttons are working, guys. All right, let's go back over here. Let's get it going. All right. Massachusetts General Laws. Chapter 269, Section 13A. Under Massachusetts law, specifically the General Laws, Chapter 269, Section 13A, it's a criminal offense to intentionally and knowingly make or cause to be made a false report of a crime to police officers. This is a misdemeanor, punishable by a fine ranging from $100 to $500. imprisonment in jail or a house of correction for up to 1 year, or both. All right. Look at this. To secure conviction for filing a false report, the prosecution must prove the following elements beyond a reasonable doubt. The defendant made or caused to be made a report of a crime to a police officer. So we heard that he, let's put the screen back out. Let's see if it's going to, I hate when it does that. All right, let's jump back over to this screen. He filed this false report regarding this car that has been wrecked. All right. The report was false. What makes the report false? His car was not stolen. All right. That's what they're saying in the quiet portion of the video before he asked the officer what's going on. The defendant knew the report was false. All right. If you wake up the next morning drunk and you say, "Oh, man, I think I wrecked my car last night. I think I'll go to the police and lie," then yes, you know the report is false. The defendant intended to make the false report. All right? Makes a false report in order to cover up that there was wrongdoing. All right? Once again, we don't know if this is in Massachusetts, but let's let it play. If it is in Massachusetts, you see what law would apply here. All right, let's take a look at it.
Somebody's got to be injured out of this. There's blood on the side of that door. Somebody's got to be f***ed up from this because there's blood on this side. Blood on the outside. It's got frost all over it, so it must have happened last night. Joel's car was stolen, and it's laying down off the 60 bridge, so yeah, it's totaled. So I don't know what's going on here. A lot of shit ain't adding up.
Okay, you saw what they said here. He's wiping blood off the side. So let's look at obstruction. Obstruction of justice, or obstruction of investigation. All right, obstruction of an investigation involves actions intended to hinder or impede the process of investigating a crime. Under federal law, 18 U.S.C. 1519, all right, I don't want to know about federal law. Tell me about Massachusetts law. All right, in Massachusetts, all right, while there isn't a specific statute labeled obstruction of justice, various laws address the actions that impede legal proceedings. All right, filing a false report. All right. Additionally, perjury, defined as willfully swearing or affirming falsely in a judicial proceeding, a serious offense in Massachusetts. Intimidation of a witness. All right. All right, my question is there a law for destroying evidence? Yes, in Massachusetts, all right, if this was Massachusetts, look, there's a law for destroying evidence, criminal offense to tamper with evidence, all right? Under the Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 268, Section 13E, tampering with a record, document, or other object for use in an official proceeding is prohibited, all right? Whenever there's a crash or a wreck, this becomes an official work site for the police, all right? They have to go and investigate. They may have to dust this thing off of prints, but while they're trying to do all that, he's going around wiping stuff up, all right? This includes actions such as altering, destroying, or concealing evidence with the intent to impair its availability or integrity in a legal proceeding. All right? Is that what's happening here? Are his actions altering, destroying, or concealing evidence? Well, he's definitely concealing evidence if he's wiping it away. He's also altering or destroying that evidence if they can't pull a fingerprint or a DNA sample from the blood left at the scene. Right now, they're looking at it as a crime because he's saying this car was stolen last night and then wrecked. All right, so that would help them find out who was the person who stole the car. It also would help them find out if he's lying and if it was him that wrecked his own car. All right, you might wonder why would he go and lie about this? It's probably because of insurance. Also, just his job. His job is to be a upstanding individual, not get out here getting into car wrecks and leaving the scene of the wreck. Once again, we're saying if this is Massachusetts, it's maybe somewhere else. And after further research, I may find out it's somewhere else, okay? But that doesn't matter because we're using it just as an example to help us search and find what laws apply. All right, leaving the scene of an accident. All right, commonly referred to as hit and run is a serious offense in Massachusetts law. Now, I wonder if they would call this a hit and run. Well, he did hit something, right? He hit this embankment over here, and he did run. So it could be hit and run still. All right, according to Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 90, Section 24, a driver involved in the accident that results in property damage is required to stop and provide their name, address, and vehicle registration number to the other party or to a police officer. Failing to fulfill these obligations can result in severe penalties, including a misdemeanor charge, fines, imprisonment, or a license suspension. Once again, we're just talking about Massachusetts. This is different everywhere else, what punishments you could face and what level of punishment, okay? All right, misdemeanor charges for accidents involving property damage. Leaving the scene is considered a misdemeanor offense. All right, the court may impose fines for such violations. In some cases, imprisonment for up to 2 years may be imposed. All right, the Registry of Motor Vehicles may suspend the driver's license for a period determined by the court. All right. Oh. Look, in Massachusetts, it's a no-fault state, meaning that in the event of an accident, each driver's insurance company covers their own damages, regardless of who is at fault. That's why it's important in Massachusetts to have insurance, because in Massachusetts, all right, each driver's insurance company covers their own damages. However, this does not absolve drivers from the legal requirement to stop and identify themselves after an accident. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. Let's jump back into that scene.
This stays between you and I. He didn't get home till 1:07. No car. Yeah. So
all right. So look, they're saying he got home at 1:07 with no car.
Blood off the driver's side door.
All right, look, he tries even he even tries to kind of save him a little bit. He zips up his vest here.
Do not.
This is the zipper we see along the side.
Dude.
I'm only saying this because in adding up, Ashley called me. She said you got home about 1:07.
It was not 1:07.
All right, so I'm sure this officer probably got reprimanded behind this. He might have lost his job. He might have went on some kind of probationary sanction. But he could lose his career behind that. It's important, everyone, that I understand that when we feel like we're in serious trouble, it's inherent that people want to tell lies, okay? Lies don't help the situation, all right? Many times it's just better face up, tell the truth. Tell the truth, face whatever you have to face. We all mess up, all right? This is a small one, all right? We'll move into our next one, all right? This is Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross, and this is a night session, so we do have some more. Stay tuned.